there, and welcome back to the Growing Bonds. This is the podcast where we dive into all things parenting, helping you build stronger family connections and raise emotionally resilient kids one conversation at a time. Last week, we talked about parenting lessons from the movie Elemental. And today, I want to dive into something every parent deals with at some point in time. How can we help our children handle anger in a healthy way? Let's be real, anger is a normal emotion. We all feel it, and so do our kids. But the problem is, many kids don't know what to do with it. And let's be honest, sometimes neither do we. Maybe your child shouts when they're frustrated. Maybe they slam doors when things don't get their way. Maybe they hold everything in until they explode. As parents, it's easy to react in the moment, to say, calm down, or that's not a big deal, but that doesn't actually help kids learn how to manage their anger. So today, I'm sharing 3 simple strategies that will help your child express and manage anger in a way that actually works. Ready? Let's jump in. First things first. Feeling angry is not bad. What we do with our anger is what matters. Think about your own childhood. Did you ever hear things like, stop overreacting? Go to your room until you be nice? There's no reason to be mad about that. When kids hear this, they don't learn to process anger. They learn to suppress it. And that's a problem. Because when we bottle up emotions, they don't just disappear, they build up. And sooner or later, they come out in ways that aren't healthy, like yelling, hitting, or shutting down completely. So, the first step in helping kids deal with anger is teaching them that all feelings are okay, even the big, messy ones. Now, let's bring this to life with a few real world situations. Imagine this: you're sitting in the living room when suddenly you hear a loud crash. Your child, who's been working so hard on building a tower with their blocks, just saw it tumble to the ground. And now they're screaming, throwing pieces, or maybe even pushing a sibling out of frustration. Your instinct might be to say something like, it's just blocks, no need to get mad. Come on, don't be upset. It's not a big deal. But here's the thing: for them, it is a big deal. So instead, it's better to say, I see you're really frustrated right now. It's so frustrating when something we worked hard on falls apart. It's okay to feel upset. Let's figure out what we can do. This simple shift helps your child feel heard, which instantly lowers their frustration level. Or imagine this: you put your child's drink in the blue cup, and suddenly the world is ending because they wanted the red one. Now they're crying, maybe even kicking the table in frustration. And as a parent, it's so tempting to say, it's just a cup. Why are you making such a big deal out of this? There's nothing to be upset about. But let's be honest. How often do we as adults get frustrated over small things? The coffee shop runs out of your favorite drink. You accidentally leave your phone at home. We all have moments when something small feels big. So instead of dismissing it, try, I can tell this is really big for you. I know you wanted the red cup. Or you can say, it's okay to feel disappointed. Do you want to take a deep breath together before we figure this out? Now, it doesn't mean you have to give in and switch the cup, but it does mean you're teaching them how to sit with disappointment without an emotional meltdown. Another scenario. Let's imagine your child is playing a board game with a sibling, and suddenly they lose. And instead of saying good game, they're shouting, accusing their sibling of cheating, maybe even flipping the board over. You might feel the urge to say, calm down, it's just a game. You can't always win, stop acting like a sore loser. But think about how you feel when you lose at something, whether it's not getting a job you wanted or losing an argument that you felt strongly about. Losing stings, no matter how old we are. So, what you can say instead: I see you're really upset that you lost. It's hard when things don't go our way. It's okay to be frustrated, but flipping the board won't help. Let's talk about what we can do differently the next time. Why do these things work? When we take this approach, we're telling our children, your emotions are valid. You are safe to express how you feel. You don't have to act out. You can talk about it instead. And the best part, the more you do this, the more your child will start regulating their emotions on their own. So the next time your child is upset, pause, acknowledge their emotion, and try one of these strategies. You might be surprised by how quickly they start to calm down. Now that kids know it's okay to feel anger, we need to teach them what to do with it. A great tool for this is the stop and name it strategy. It's simple but powerful. Step 1 is to say stop. So when your child is about to shout, throw something, or lash out, encourage them to pause for just a second. What you can say: let's pause for a moment before we do anything. I know you're really upset. Let's take a deep breath together first. This interrupts their automatic reaction and gives them a moment to reset. The next step would be to name the feeling. So once they pause, you have them put their feelings into words. What are you feeling right now? Is it anger, frustration, or something else? Or you can say, I see you're mad. Can you tell me what's making you so upset? Why does this work? Because naming emotions helps activate the thinking brain. Instead of just reacting, kids start to process what's happening inside. And when they can name it, they can tame it, meaning they can start to manage their responses instead of being overwhelmed by them. What does this teach kids? That they can control their reaction to anger, that anger usually has a deeper reason, and that pausing before acting is a skill that they can practice. And here's the best part: the more they practice, the easier it gets. Even when kids pause and name their anger, they still need a physical outlet to let it out. Because let's face it, anger is an energy, and if they don't release it in a healthy way, it's going to come out in ways we don't want. So here are 3 simple, effective ways to let anger out safely. The anger scribble trick. Hand them a piece of paper and say, draw your anger out. They can scribble, press hard, rip the paper instead of lashing out at a person. The blow it out exercise. Tell your child, imagine your anger is a big red balloon. Take a deep breath in and blow it out slowly. This turns deep breathing into something visual and fun. The angry stomp game. Say, let's stomp our anger out together, 5 big stomps. This helps release tensions in a safe, physical way. What not to do or say. Saying calm down. It doesn't teach them how to. Sending them away to their room without tools. Kids need guidance, not isolation. We want kids to process their anger, not to fear it. So to wrap up, normalize anger. It's okay to feel it. Teach the stop and name it strategy. Pause before reacting. Give kids a healthy way to release anger. Scribble, blow it out, or stomp it out. Now, here's your challenge. Next time your child gets angry, try one of these strategies and see what happens. You might be surprised at how well they work. And if this episode helps you, share it with another person who might need it. You can also visit www.thegrowingbonds.com for more parenting tools and resources. Thanks for listening, and remember, our goal isn't to stop anger, but to teach kids how to manage it in a healthy way.